All right, everyone, we thank you for your patience. We get a little late start here with the third bout of the night with Phillipsburg and Southern. We're at 126 pounds in the third period, where Phillipsburg's Joe Innamorato leads Kellen Bischoff 6-2. And near a reversal is Innamorato. And there's the call. He goes up 8-1, and then it is stopped potentially dangerous. We began at 113 pounds. Connor Collins was a winner for Southern by fall over Dawson McWilliams of Phillipsburg in a minute 14. 120, James Day at the buzzer got a 19-4 technical fall over Tyler Verge. And now Innamorato on top here, 8-3, and gets a takedown to go up 10-3. Stateliners again trying to build towards a bonus point here at 126 pounds. Our referee tonight is Frank Leitner. Stateliners in their home garnet and gray, white across the back with liners, as Innamorato has barred the left arm, takes the right wrist, trying to drive Bischoff to his back. Innamorato circling with the bar. And Bischoff able to belly down. Now he takes the bar and steps across with it. And Innamorato has Bischoff on his back. Frank Leitner is looking in at that near left shoulder as Bischoff tries to bridge. There's 3 back points for Innamorato, and he leads 13-3. Innamorato keeps the right wrist. 15 seconds to go here in the bout. Trying to work a tilt. 1 count, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more back points coming for Innamorato to go up 16-3. So he will get a major decision at 126. We are through 3. Phillipsburg has grabbed the lead on Southern. It is 9-6. Mike Moore along with Bob Kerp here at Phillipsburg High School. We go to 132 pounds. Sean Stashalitis for Phillipsburg. The junior is 4-2. And Nick Bennett, sophomore, at 3-0 for Southern. According to the Wrestling Writers Association poll, these are 2 of the top 10 public school teams in the state. Bennett pressures on the head of Stashalitis, trying to block him off with his left arm, and he comes out of that unscathed. Stateliners are ranked 2nd, Southern 5 in the Wrestling Writers poll, in which our good friends Brad Wilson of Lehigh Valley Live and Mike Weilman from Open Mike, part of that poll. Near the edge of the mat, Bennett trying to pull Stashalitis in, and they're off neutral with a minute 19 to wrestle in the first.
Bennett beat Matsko 4-2 a year ago. Excuse me, Matsko, I'm sorry, over Bennett 4-2 a year ago.
Stashalitis circling to his left. Both Stashalitis and Innamorato weighed in at 126 for Phillipsburg, and Jason Tino and Matsko are both weighed in at 138 for the Stateliners tonight. Stashalitis trying to get in on the right leg behind the knee. Hand and a wrist behind that right knee. Bennett draped over top. Pressures on the head, trying to take Stashalitis off his knees. And he spins around for the takedown. Bennett on top, 2-0. Pressures on the right elbow on Stashalitis. Hooks the right leg. Chops at that right elbow. Got 25 to go here in the first. Bennett on top, 2-0.
Bennett's got 3 pounds on Stashalitis.
Southern, the Rams in their black and Vegas gold singlets. Final 5 seconds. And sophomore Nick Bennett of Southern has a 2-0 lead over Phillipsburg's Sean Stashalitis after 1. Stash was a district runner-up a year ago. 13 wins for the Stateliners a year ago. He's on top to start the second. Bennett with a roll, trying to turn in, and he's got a reversal on Stateliner. Bennett leads 4-0.
It was a good roll, but an even better finish as he just kept coming, and Stateliner was not able to get clear.
That loud voice that you hear that's coming off just to our right is Coach Dan Roy of the Rams. In his second season, 27-2. Southern beat Brick Memorial on Friday night and then lost to South Plainfield on Saturday. And they have wrestled 8 duels already. Bennett with a left-hand tight waist on Stateliner. Reaches inside for the left wrist. Trying to take Stateliner off his base with a minute to wrestle here in the second. Keeps Stateliner' right leg hooked and trying to tilt Stateliner to his left. Stalemate called by Frank Leitner. We'll go back to the center. 50 seconds to wrestle in the second.
I think referee Leitner said it well in the beginning, Mike. Each match is a blessing, given the circumstances that the athletes are competing in this year.
Yeah, the Stateliners are not wrestling Morris Hills on Thursday. Now they're wrestling Kittatinny, and the varsity match will begin at 6 o'clock. Bennett riding out the right side. Wraps the tight waist around the right side of Stateliner. Trying to set up a bar on the right arm with 20 seconds to go. Wants to turn Stateliner to his left, and he loses the bar. 10 seconds to go here in the second. Stalling warning on Sean Stateliner. Trying to cup him under the chin and turn him to his left. And Bennett will lead 4-0 after 2. That day bout, he turned Tyler Verge twice and got 7 takedowns.
Yeah.
And the last one just beat the buzzer. And really, he countered Verge, starting neutral in the third, and then a takedown for Bennett, leading Stateliner 6-0. He gives up the escape at 6-1, as Bennett will try to go to a major on his feet. Stateliner trying to block him off with his right arm. Bennett picking up on that right ankle, has a takedown. Leads him 8-1. He will cut Stateliner, it's 8-2. Snaps Stateliner, trying to spin around to his left. Stateliner traps that left wrist. Able to fight that off at the edge of the mat, and off they go in front of the Stateliner bench across the way. Minute 14 to go in the bout.
Got to be careful at the edge. He's got the stalling warning, but should take points from Tyler Verge earlier. Grab an ankle and hang on.
Dives in that right leg above the knee, and Bennett going to flatten him out and spin around to his right. Bennett has the takedown. He has built to the major. It's 10-2 on 4 takedowns and a reversal. Once a near leg far arm tilt with 45 seconds to go in the bout. We'll try and use that Navy to turn him.
So we need to show some motion here.
30 seconds to wrestle. He's trapped Stateliner' right leg, and then a stalemate's called by Frank Leitner. We've got 24 seconds to go. Stateliner tried to stand, now on his base. Bennett riding out the right side, has the right leg trapped. Stateliner tries to sit. Brought back down to his base. 5 seconds to go. Bennett trying to lock up a cradle. And he will win a major decision, 10-2 at 132. We're through 4. Southern has the lead back. It's Southern 10 and Phillipsburg 9.
Go to 138. For the range, Matt Henry.
All right, so Henrich, who weighed in at 132, goes up to 138 to wrestle Jason Tino. Henrich is a freshman. He is 6-1. Tino's a senior, 4-2. Henrich with a power shrug for a takedown to lead 2-0. So Matt Bremeyer, I think, will be going up at 45, and Eddie Hummel will go up to 152 for the Rams, who've done that a lot this season. Trying to turn Tino to his left. Rams have won 2 straight over the Stateliners. They lead the series. There's an escape for Tino. It's 2-1. They lead the series 8-5. Series began 1997, and the Rams are the defending Group 5 champs.
Tino's got an 8-pound advantage.
They beat the Southern beat the Stateliners here last year, 36-24. Tino near a takedown. Reaching back for a whizzer is Henrich, and he uses his strength in that whizzer to fight off the takedown attempt with 51 seconds to go in the first. Here's a caution on Henrich. Henrich is a tall 132-pounder, again up at 138. Stateliners also weighed in Logan Matsko there. He'll be going at 145, and as I mentioned, most likely against Matt Bremeyer. Final 30 seconds here of the first. Nice duck under by Henrich is blocked off by Tino, and they're off the mat at 24 seconds.
Yeah, Tino recovered well to push him off. But it was a good first move by Henrich.
We're going to get some injury time for Matt Henrich of Southern. Southern beat Toms River South 75-0. They beat Toms River East 43-16 and beat Toms River North last night 58-13. They also have a victory over Central Regional 53-13, Seneca 60-3, Middletown Township 64-8, beat Brick Memorial last Friday 34-27, and then lost to South Plainfield on Saturday 40-19. Stop the injury time. And we're neutral at 24 seconds to go. Tino wanted to tie up that right wrist. Tino circles Henrich.
It's interesting. They hand fight and really stay distant, not locking up.
2-1 Henrich after one. Henrich is going to go underneath. Tino on top. Henrich goes to stand. Tino picks up the left ankle, trying to go on the mat return now. Henrich stands, and Tino will push him away. On the escape, Henrich has a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, he's too tall for Tino to just pick him up.
Wrestler's circle right in the center. Got 30 seconds gone here in the second. Henrich has a little reach on Tino as well. Tino dives into the left leg, can't get it. Henrich wanted to work a front head and arm, trying to underhook the right shoulder of Tino. Tino able to fight that off and trying to come out the side door with the left arm, circling with that arm.
It's a nice move, spinning under, trying to come back around.
1 minute to wrestle in the second. Henrich trying to hook the near leg, spinning around. Tino spins right with him. Tino fights that off, reaches for the right leg. Has Henrich draped over top, trying to wrap hands around the right thigh. Henrich trying to take Tino off his base, flattens him out. Then Tino's back up to his knees, right in front of Stateliner coach Dave Post at the edge of the mat.
He's going to stalemate this.
With 29 seconds to go.
It was a good sequence, though. Both wrestlers really pushing at it.
And Tino may have some weight, but Henrich is strong.
He's got to reach. It's the second caution.
Yep, second caution, diving right in on that ankle.
Like Tino's staying distant because of Henrich's reach.
Final 30 seconds here of the second. Henrich has a first period takedown, second period escape. Tino has a first period escape. We're at 3-1. 15 to go.
Sorry, Mike, that was an interesting move by Tino. He just kind of thrust out his right leg to try to do a trip.
Through 2. 3-1. Tino's choice. He's going underneath in the third. 10-9 Southern through 4. We're at 138. And just trying to takes the wrist. Wraps it right hand tight waist around the left side of Tino. Tino trying to get control of that right wrist. Tino to his knees, trying to come out and face him. Henrich with a front head and arm. Tino is out. It's 3-2. We'll work takedowns again with 1:24 to go.
Really has not had a good shot. I think he's still trying to figure out the best approach to Henrich. Henrich has not made a mistake on his feet.
And with his strength, he got in on a leg one time, but Henrich was able to flatten him out.
Well, they stayed with it, but that was a long 30 seconds for both wrestlers.
Henrich tried that power shrug. That's how he got the takedown, like very early in the first period. Circling each other.
I think he needs a running start.
Dives in at left leg, can't get it. And Henrich trying to spin around behind. Tino blocks him off. Henrich is able to avoid Tino's shot at the leg. We've got 40 seconds to go in the bout. At the edge, Tino got in on a leg but ran out of room.
That was a good sequence there for Tino.
36 seconds to go.
Kind of pulling Henrich around and then diving for him, but he ran out of real estate.
They tie up.
30 seconds, 30.
25 to go. Tino in on the left leg if he can finish. Henrich reaching back for the whizzer. Tino gonna pull him back on. Takedown and back points for Tino. Circles to maintain control with 10 seconds to go. Henrich tried to sit. Tino maintains control. Tino's gonna get a big win for the Stateliners, 6-3 at 138. 4-point play for Tino gives him a 6-3 decision. We're through 5. It is Phillipsburg with the lead back at 12-10.
Those are the moments you get dressed for.
Logan Matsko for Phillipsburg. And Matt Brielmeyer. Brielmeyer is a senior. He is 8-0. Matsko's a senior. He's 4-1. They both weighed in at 38. Tino trying to work a front head and arm.
Brielmeyer at 142.4, Matsko at 141.2.
Matsko tried to sweep the left leg, couldn't get it. Wrestlers break apart. Eyeing each other up after 30 seconds here. No advantage at 145.
Brielmeyer cradled Hunter Cleaver last year for a pin.
Tino shot in on a double, and Brielmeyer fought that off. The voice of Dave Post from across the room. Matsko spins with him. They're off at a minute 3.
Matsko had that 4-2 win over Bennett.
Stateliners have won 3 of the 5 bouts contested so far. 50 seconds to go, scoreless first. Brielmeyer with half a shot. Matsko with pressure on the head. Matsko reaches for a leg, trying to lock up a cradle. Matsko trying to snap and then spin behind Brielmeyer to his left. Brielmeyer trying to block him off and fights it up. Matsko reaches for a leg, can't get it. Final 25 here of a scoreless but entertaining first period. A circle at the edge. Matsko reaches for a leg, can't get it, and they are off with 10 seconds to go. Just eyeing each other up. And the first period will end scoreless at 1:45. Phillipsburg, Matsko's choice. He will defer. Brielmeyer will take underneath. Brielmeyer was a district champ, Region 4 last year. He's 78-39 in his career for the Rams. Matsko trying to underhook the right shoulder, reaches inside for the right wrist. Keeps weight on high on the back, Brielmeyer. Now Brielmeyer gets to a stand. Matsko able to get him back down to his knees. Brielmeyer tries to stand again. Matsko with a left hand thigh pry and chops at that right elbow, trying to break him down. Almost as quickly as Matsko breaks him down, he gets right back up to his base.
Yeah, they seem very evenly matched.
At the edge, they'll go off. Matsko still in control, 40 seconds gone here in the second. Matsko's a career 78-35. They don't get much closer. Brielmeyer's 78-39.
Yeah. Matsko seems to have some intensity tonight.
Yep, left hand tight waist. Brielmeyer trying to stand. Left hand thigh pry. Matsko trying to got him down to his right knee. Again, Brielmeyer stands. Matsko trying to trip. Matsko on a mat return with just under a minute to go in the second. Matsko trying to bar that right arm out the right side and a thigh pry. Hooks the left leg. Trying to hammerlock that right wrist. Matsko's put a good ride on Brielmeyer.
He's had him flat since that mat return.
Down to 30 seconds to go in the second. Weight high on the back of Brielmeyer. Near the edge of the mat, across the scorer's table across the way. Under 20 seconds to go as he continues to control that left arm and wrist. Brielmeyer got to his knees. Matsko kind of drive a half from the right side. That's picked off. And Matsko is going to ride him out. So it's no score through 2. Matsko's choice in the third.
So Brielmeyer took down for the second period, but did not get out, but neither did Matsko turn him.
Matsko taking underneath. Trying to lock up a cradle. Out the right side. And he's got Matsko's right leg hooked. Potentially dangerous is called by Frank Leitner. 18 seconds into the third.
Yeah, he was just locked around the head. His leg blocking Matsko's leg.
Matsko stands right away. Tears at the hands, he's out. Matsko has an escape, he leads 1-0. No stalling warnings. Brielmeyer with half a shot. Matsko tying up the left shoulder. Tries to snap down on the head. Reaches for an ankle, can't get it. Matsko again reaches, can't get it. Front head and arm by Brielmeyer. Matsko up to his feet. Wrestlers break apart. Brielmeyer dives in, Matsko sprawls. Matsko trying to flatten him out. Hand and a wrist for Brielmeyer behind Matsko's left thigh. Matsko draped over top and reaching for the left ankle. Trying to step across and hook that ankle. Brielmeyer wants to pick up that leg. Matsko with pressure on the head. Again, reaching over top for that ankle. Keeps the pressure on the head. Matsko spins around behind and gets the takedown, and he leads it 3-0.
Just about to say, Brielmeyer had a good grip, and then Matsko broke it.
Matsko breaks him down, takes the right wrist.
Matsko was able to keep his weight on him the whole time.
Wants a reverse half. Up high.
15 seconds.
Brielmeyer trying to set up a Peterson. And Matsko tried to sit back. And a stalemate's called at 9 seconds.
He was content to have that grip and let some clock burn.
Matsko left hand tight waist. Brielmeyer stands. Matsko on the mat return. And Matsko is going to get a good win for the Stateliners at 145. 3-0 over the defending district champ, Matt Brielmeyer of Southern. We're through 6. It's Phillipsburg 15 and Southern 10.
Good late points for Peaburg today.
Go to 152 for the Rams, Eddie Hummel.
Eddie Hummel,
Hunter Cleaver.
state place winner, and Hunter Cleaver for the Stateliners. Hummel is a senior, he is 7-1. Cleaver's a sophomore, 5-1. Hummel, a district champ, region runner-up, and 3rd in the state a year ago. He is 85-11 in his career. He has a takedown, and Hummel leads Cleaver 2-0. His only loss coming to a ranked 145-pounder for Brick last Friday. Hummel traps the left leg of Cleaver. Cleaver trying to hip up and turn into Hummel and has a reversal. And he has tied the bout at 2.
Cleaver's got 12 points on Hummel. Or excuse me, 12 pounds.
Cleaver riding out the right side with a minute to go here in the first. Bout's tied at 2. Stateliners on top 15-10 through 6. Stateliners have a technical fall, a major, 2 regular decisions. And the Rams have a fall and a major.
Hummel pinned Jason Tino a year ago in 5:35.
Cleaver with pressure on the head. Under the left shoulder. Hummel stands. Cleaver on the mat return right in front of our Stateliner Sports camera. They're off the mat at 21 seconds. Hummel is set. Now Cleaver. Quick on the whistle. Hummel stands, he's out. He has the lead, it's 3-2. Trying to set up a hand fight. He dives in on Cleaver's right leg. And takes down Cleaver with 4 seconds to go. And Hummel has a 5-2 lead after 1. Hummel defers. Cleaver will take underneath to start the second. And Hummel's going to cut him. So it's 5-3. Hummel has 2 takedowns and an escape. Cleaver has a reversal and an escape. Hummel, front head and arm. Cleaver trying to spin with him and tie up the left arm. Pick that off over top his head. Hummel now picks up Cleaver's left leg. And has the takedown. keeps the legs split. With the takedown, Hummel was up 7-3. He will cut him 7-4. $1:15 to wrestle in the second. Cleaver trying to tie up, work a Russian tie in the right arm and a throw. And countered by Hummel. Cleaver trying to counter that, spin around behind the other way. Cross faces Hummel. Trying to pick off the hand from his left, kick it off his left leg. Still no advantage. Hummel is blocking off. Right arm behind the left leg of Cleaver. Cleaver pressure on the head. Trying to spin around to Hummel's right at the edge of the mat. Still no advantage. Now Hummel grabs the right leg of Cleaver. That's where Cleaver likes the mousetrap, and they're out of room across the way at 24 seconds. That was a good scramble.
That was quite the sequence there. I mean, Cleaver caught him by surprise, but Hummel came back.
Yeah, they were each near a takedown there.
And more.
Under 15 seconds to go here in the second. 7-4 lead for Hummel, who scored near the end of the first. Got a takedown in the waning seconds. And there will be no scoring here. 7-4 Hummel after 2. It's Hummel's choice, and he's going to go underneath. Hummel stands. Cleaver has the right leg in. Controlling the right wrist of Hummel. On the mat return to Hummel's knees. Riding out the right. So he wants to set up the mousetrap. Trying to give him the left leg. He's behind the right leg. Yeah, well scouted. He's behind the left leg, and Hummel's trying to work that mousetrap. Southern coach is screaming at him, get his hand out of there, and he does.
Yeah, I just don't see that working on Hummel.
No. Trying to get underneath, under the right shoulder at the edge in front of Stateliner coach Dave Post. 50 seconds gone here in the third. 7-3 Hummel trying to come out the back door for a reversal. Trying to set up a reverse half at the edge. Cleaver trying to turn him over. Hummel rolls on through and maintains control. They're off the mat at 51 seconds.
I think he surprised him a couple times here. Not fatally, but he surprised him a couple times.
51 seconds, 7-3 Hummel. I would think Southern was thinking bonus points here. Trying to get a power half. She flattens out. Cleaver gets the legs in. .35 to go.
Hummel might be content to just stay there.
Cleaver trying to get out the right side, drive him to his left. Got a little sloppy, got up a little high. Now he wants a cement, and it's escape for Hummel. 8-4 on the escape, under 20 seconds to go. Final 10. Dives in at a double. Cleaver trying to spin around. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and it will be an 8-4 decision for Hummel. A regular decision for the third place finisher in the state a year ago. We are halfway through. It's Phillipsburg 15 and Southern 13. And we will take a break to sanitize the mats and be back with you for the final 7 bouts of the night. going to go to 160. This is Matt D'Onofrio for Phillipsburg. And it should be Nate Bischoff.
For the Rams, Nate Bischoff.
It is. Bischoff moving up from 152. D'Onofrio is a junior 5-1. Bischoff is a junior 6-2. D'Onofrio looking for a throw, and he's going to have a weight advantage here.
Yeah.
D'Onofrio reaches for the right ankle, can't get it. In on the left leg at the edge to a double at the edge. Picks him up, steps through, and a takedown for D'Onofrio. It leads 2-0, and they're off in front of the Southern bench.
Not as much as you might think, though. D'Onofrio's got 6 pounds on him.
Bischoff set. D'Onofrio, right hand tight waist, left elbow.
Bischoff was in the lineup a year ago, Mike, but did not appear.
He has an escape, 2-1 D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio was pinned by Cole Velarde with a bar in a minute 52.
Velarde had been out and wrestled last night. He did not wrestle in the win over Brick Memorial last Friday or the loss to South Plainfield on Saturday. D'Onofrio tried to arm drag him.
So at the halfway point, Peaburg with a 12-9 takedown advantage, mostly built by James Day with 7.
And the Stateliners knew that from the very beginning of that bout, that Day was getting takedowns and cutting him in the first period. They're off across the way, no advantage.
Now I give Verge credit because as the match wore on, he decided to get a bit more aggressive. He would dive for an ankle and hang on it as long as Frank Leitner would let him.
D'Onofrio in on the left leg behind the knee. To a double. Now the left leg again. Lost the leg. No advantage.
Surprised they didn't drag him back in.
Looking for a double is Bischoff at the edge. D'Onofrio trying to take him off his base right in front of our Stateliner Sports camera, and they're off with 4 seconds to go in the first. Wrestlers just eye each other up outside the center. And D'Onofrio has a 2-1 lead after 1. D'Onofrio will defer. Bischoff will take underneath to start the second. Bischoff set. D'Onofrio right hand tight waist, left elbow. Bischoff stands. D'Onofrio trying to step through with that trip. Reaches inside for the right wrist. Wants a cradle out the left side. Gives up on that. Reaching across for the right shoulder. Bischoff stands. Bischoff is out. Bout's tied at 2 here in the second. Ankle pick missed by D'Onofrio, and they're off neutral in minute 27. There's hand fight in the center. D'Onofrio tried to reach for that right leg, couldn't get it. Bischoff had his left wrist tied up. Wrestlers break apart. Got 50 seconds gone here in the second. Power shrug by D'Onofrio, can't get it, dives in, can't get it. Bischoff tried to spin around behind. D'Onofrio blocking him off with his left arm, trying to set up a butt drag. That doesn't work. And they're off right in front of us at 57 seconds. A hand fight right in the center. D'Onofrio trying to underhook the right shoulder. In on a leg. D'Onofrio trying to set up a double. Now the left leg. Hand and a wrist behind the leg. Bischoff tries to pry that off. There's a throw by D'Onofrio, and they're off neutral at 27 seconds.
I don't know if that was his plan, but he had momentum on his side and decided to go with it.
been another low-scoring but entertaining bout here at 160.
I would have thought D'Onofrio would have been more dominant on his feet here, but Bischoff has done a good job tying him up and frustrating him.
Yeah, because D'Onofrio got that takedown right off the bat. Wanted a trip, can't get it. 5 seconds to wrestle.
He's controlling a wrist to keep D'Onofrio from doing the ankle pick that he likes so much.
So it's 2-2. D'Onofrio's choice in the third, and the Stateliner Junior will go underneath. Matt, third in the district last year and fifth in the region when he was 24 and 15. D'Onofrio stands now. Bischoff picks up the left leg. D'Onofrio trying to kick away from him at the edge. Off they go, with Bischoff still in control. Bischoff was 11-6 a year ago.
Gets in those situations, Mike, and it's like he doesn't care that the other guy's got his leg. He's very comfortable in that spot.
D'Onofrio stands, trying to kick his way out. Bischoff drops down to the right leg, and they're off with 20 seconds gone in the third.
Coach Post telling him to circle when he gets free.
D'Onofrio's ready. Trying to get wrist control. D'Onofrio standing. Bischoff drives down to the right leg. Now comes both legs. D'Onofrio sits out. Trying to turn in at the edge with Bischoff still in control. That skirmish took 13 seconds. And we're down to 127 to wrestle. D'Onofrio's ready. Bischoff, right hand tight waist. Underhooks the left shoulder. D'Onofrio stands, trying to pry the hands apart at the edge of the mat. Bischoff drops down to the left leg. Tries to trip at the edge. Off in 1:09. That took 18 seconds. D'Onofrio is ready. Rolls, turns in, and there's a reversal for D'Onofrio. D'Onofrio has a reversal and a 4-2 lead with under a minute to wrestle.
He showed that roll really well last year. He hasn't had to use it much this year.
Riding out the left side, trying to control the right wrist. Bischoff tries to stand. D'Onofrio will take him off right in front of us at 43 seconds.
Got to his feet multiple times, but could not get free of Bischoff. Tried to sit out at the edge, ran out of real estate, but that roll got him free.
All Stateliner fans are thinking 1, not 2 here. D'Onofrio riding out the left side, right hand 5 pry, picked off by Bischoff. Bischoff stands, he's out. 30 seconds to wrestle, and D'Onofrio leads by 1. No stalling warnings. Near the edge, diving in is Bischoff. D'Onofrio sprawls, trying to take him off his base. 10 seconds to wrestle. D'Onofrio hangs on through the crotch, and a stalemate's called at 8.1.
Snuck a look at the clock to see where he was.
He can get on his bike. There's no stalling warnings. Bischoff dives in, D'Onofrio sprawls, D'Onofrio circles, warned for stalling. 3 seconds, 2, 1, and D'Onofrio will win a 4-3 decision for the Stateliners at 160. We're through 8. It's Phillipsburg 18 and Southern 13. Stateliners with a technical fall, a major, and 3 regular decisions. The Rams have a fall, a major, and a regular decision as we go to 170. Cole Velarde, the sophomore, 4-0. And this will be Nate Sestouni for Phillipsburg. The junior is 3-3. Very entertaining match at the Phillipsburg High School gym. 7-1 Southern, 5-1 Phillipsburg. 2 of the top 10 public school teams ranked in the state. according to the New Jersey Wrestling Writers Association. Arm tie up by Sestouni, blocked off by Velarde. Velarde with a brace on the right knee.
Yeah, even the matches where one team had a decided advantage, the hunt for bonus points was well fought.
40 seconds gone, no advantage here in the first.
So Velarde had the pin of D'Onofrio a year ago.
Ankle pick and a beauty by Sestouni. He leads 2-0. That was lightning quick. Sestouni throws the legs in, takes the left wrist on Velarde. Keeps that left leg in. Under 50 to go, cups him under the chin. Wants to try and turn him, I think, to his left. It's underneath that right arm. Trying to sink a power half and turn Velarde to his right. Unable to break the plane. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first. Keeps the legs in. Weight high on the back of Velarde.
Stouney's got 4 pounds on him.
Final 10. Trying to turn him to his right. 1 count, 2, 3, 4. 2 back points for Sestouni on the tilt, and he leads 4-0. I admittedly am a fan of the ankle pick, but I don't know if I've ever seen one faster than that one.
I'm afraid I was looking down and missed the whole thing. I'll have to depend on Jake and Dylan to show it to me later.
Starting neutral in the second. And I think that was Velarde's choice. No points up on the board for an escape, so the choice was neutral. 20 seconds gone, no advantage. Velarde reaches for Sestouni's left leg, can't get it. And then Sestouni wanted an ankle pick again, couldn't get it.
Stouney was pinned a year ago by Robert Woodcock in a crossfire in 4:45.
40 seconds gone here, seconds. Sestouni reaches for the ankle, can't get it. And Velarde tried to snap down on the head of Sestouni. Velarde tried shot at the left leg, can't get it. Left leg again. Sestouni trying to spin around behind. Velarde rolls, takedown for Sestouni. He's up 6-0.
Another good sequence.
Trying to power half and turn him to his right. Has the right leg in. Has Velarde flattened out. 45 seconds to go second. Stopped potentially dangerous by Frank Leitner at 43 seconds. Velarde will be underneath. He's set. Sestouni trying to gets the right leg in. Trying to take the left arm out from underneath him and break him down. He does. 30 seconds to go in the second. Has that left arm pinned behind him. Pressures on the head and neck. Cups him under the chin to try and turn him to his right. Frank Leitner looking in at that left arm. Trying to turn Velarde to his right. He's going to run out of time. 5 seconds to go. Velarde's not going anywhere. 6-0 Sestouni after 2.
So apparently it was Sestouni's choice before for neutral, and then Velarde did the same thing.
So we'll work takedowns. Sestouni has 2 of them.
Sestouni had the better first move both times.
Let's just break apart. We're 20 seconds gone in the third. Velarde's got to be the aggressor here, down 6-0.
His counter roll almost got him the takedown, but Sestouni stayed with it.
Sestouni missed on the ankle pick. Velarde ducking under. Sestouni fought that off. Sestouni backpedals to the center. 40 seconds gone in the third. Just eye each other up. Again, Velarde has to be the aggressor. One minute to wrestle.
As Sestouni with the lead is very content to let time go by.
And Velarde has not been aggressive here in the third. Tries to snap. And Sestouni's going to go back to the center again. Sestouni sneaks a look at the clock down to 35.
30 seconds, 30.
Under 30 to go. Velarde tries to sweep the right leg, can't get it. 15 to go.
This is a curious bout here. And the guy who's got his score is not being aggressive, and Sestouni's just...
Sestouni near a takedown. He gets it and will get a major decision here. He turns him over. He got a 1 count, that's all. 8-0 for Sestouni, who really wasn't looking for it.
No. Velarde just kind of made a half-hearted shot late, and Sestouni went right into him and got him off his base.
The bonus point major through 9. It's Phillipsburg 22 and Southern 13. Stateliners have won 6. At Tech, 2 majors, 3 regular decisions.
For the Rams, Tyler Chase.
Another good finish.
Caleb Rivera.
Caleb Rivera, Tyler Chase at 182. Chase is a freshman 5-3. Rivera is a freshman 5-1.
Rivera with a 4-point advantage. 4 pound, excuse me.
15 seconds wrestled, no advantage. Rivera reaches for the right leg, can't get it. Fakes a shot, fakes another shot, reaches for the leg, can't get it. Wrestled 35 seconds, we have no advantage here at 182. It's unusual to see 2 freshmen battling at 182. Chase did weigh in at 70. Rivera's been weighing in at 82 all season for the Stateliners. Rivera almost had the left leg, couldn't pull it in. Chase with a front head and arm and reaches for Rivera's right leg, can't get it. Rivera ducks under to a double, and Rivera has the takedown and leads 2-0.
That was beautiful.
Off at 53 seconds.
Chase was going after him up top, and Rivera just ducked underneath of that and kept on coming.
This, I think, one of the few bouts tonight where the Stateliner wrestler is taller. Rivera trying to break down Chase. Chase sits. Rivera breaks him down, trying to bar the left arm. Right in front, Stateliner coach Dave Post. At the edge, and they're off. Dave is in his 11th season. 167 wins against 27 defeats. 2-time Express Times Coach of the Year, and the 2018 Regional Coach of the Year. Chase tried to stand. Rivera takes the left wrist. Wants to bar that left arm with under 30 seconds to go in the first. Rivera riding out the left side. Wraps the tight waist around the left side. Final 10 seconds, see if Rivera can do something with that left arm. Oh, he had a cement and he ran out of time. Rivera 2-0 after 1.
You had that set up well.
Rivera's going to go underneath to start the second. Rivera set, stands right away. Chase trips him back down. And they're off right in front of our Stateliner sports camera with 1:55 to go in the second.
Well, it's right like D'Onofrio and Bischoff.
Here's a caution on Rivera. Tries to sit, turns in, and Rivera has one. Has both arms tied up. See if he can do that. Missed on an inside trip. Now in on the left leg, got a little off balance, out the back door, no advantage. 3-0 Rivera after the escape. We're working takedowns again here at 182. This is the 10th bout of the night. Stateliners with a 9-point lead. Rivera Russian tie on the left arm. .30 seconds gone in the second. Power shrug attempted by Chase, no good. Rivera dives in on the right leg, no good. Front head and arm by Chase. Reaches then for the leg. Rivera diving, drives through with a double and gets a takedown. Countering that Chase takedown attempt. 5-0 Rivera. That's his second time he's powered through for a double.
Yeah, he ducks underneath and comes up high. And he's got the strength to finish it off.
Chase is set. Rivera, right hand tight waist left. Chase stands right away in the whistle. Rivera trying to sit down behind him. Mat return by Rivera. Chase tries to stand. Trying to spin around to Chase's left. Chase hooks Rivera hooked the leg but lost him. And it's 5-1 Rivera in the second. 30 seconds to go, second period.
On that mat return, Chase popped right back up.
Ankle pick by Chase and kicking away, no advantage Rivera. An installing warning on Rivera. First warning. As they come back to the center. Chase dives in right away, Rivera sprawls. Power shrug attempted by Rivera, can't finish at the edge. 13 seconds to go. Rivera slow to get up. Final 10 seconds of the second. Chase tried to snap him down, power shrug him. Rivera fights that off. Through two. It's 5-1 Rivera. Now let's see how much gas Rivera's got in the tank. It is his choice. And Chase will take underneath. Chase stands up right away. Rivera on the mat return. I think he stunned Chase that time.
Yeah, that time he got him down flat.
Chase trying to get to his knees. Stands. Rivera on the mat return at the edge and they're off. Minute 37 to wrestle. Well, Chase hustles back to the center. Rivera a little slower and holding his right side a little bit. Still with 1:37 to go. Chase stands. Rivera trying to go to a double, a whizzer.
Oh,
And he plants Chase. Chase trying to roll on through. And does. He's got Rivera's right arm tied up. Pressure's on the head. Chase with a reversal. 5-3. He's going to cut him. 6-3, and they're off. So Rivera's got to find some in the tank here with 1:02 to go, leading 6-3.
it's like Rivera, Chase baited Rivera to come up for that half Nelson in that wizard move.
Power shrug attempted by Rivera. He can't finish, and they're off at 56 seconds.
Yeah. Rivera's got a stalling warning. He's got to keep forward motion. Look to drop down and get another one of those doubles, but can't back up here.
Circling at the edge. Chase trying to snap down. 40 seconds to go here in regulation at the edge, and they're off at 38. Rivera slow to get up. Dives right in on the leg, and it stopped potentially dangerous. Had Chase's left leg twisted up. All that took 3 seconds. He wanted to waste more time on that.
It was a good move. He just didn't get anything out of it.
Chase went in right away. Rivera draped over top. Chase trying to come out on Rivera on the back door. Drops it down to his left hip. And gets the takedown. It's 6-5. Under 20 seconds to go. He did not cut him. He didn't cut him. He thought he did, but he didn't as he dove in on the leg. Rivera still on top with 5 seconds to go. He's going to stay right there. And it is a 6-5 win for Caleb Rivera, who outlasts Tyler Chase at 182. We're through 10. It's Phillipsburg 25 and Southern 13. And the Stateliners have now won 7 bouts.
And we go to 195.
Steve Jennings,
For the ring, Steve Jennings.
the senior 7-1
Stateliners, Gage Horvath.
against, for Southern against Phillipsburg's Gage Horvath. The senior is 5-1. Horvath trying to tie up the right arm. Tries to underhook the right shoulder on Jennings. Wrestlers break apart. 30 seconds gone, no advantage here at 195. Horvath got get in on the right leg, couldn't finish it. At the edge, they've walked around the edge all the way at the far side of the mat, no advantage.
Jennings beaten by Jake Wicks 4-0 last year. Horvath lost to JT Cornelius 2-0 last year.
Jennings had about a foot taller than Jake Wicks.
Well, many people did.
50 seconds ago, no advantage here in the first.
I think we had one bout all year where, Jake was even to maybe taller.
25-13 Phillipsburg through 10. Horvath again almost in on the leg
And then dancing around the edge of the ring here.
with 32 seconds to go.
It's when Jennings turns away that Horvath is trying to take the advantage and grab something.
Horvath has the left leg, trying to pull it through. Lifting that leg to a double at the edge and a takedown with 18 seconds to go in the first for Horvath. Jennings getting set, hands and knees. Horvath, left hand tight waist. Jennings tries to stand. Horvath drops down to the right leg and will take him off in front of the Stateliner bench with 9 seconds to go. Horvath, left hand tight waist. There's a roll by Jennings. Horvath stays with him. And Horvath will lead 2-0 after one. Gage, a 3-year starter. Horvath's going to choose neutral in the second after Jennings deferred. Gage with 20 wins as a sophomore, 27 a year ago when he was a district champ and a regional runner-up. He's got 52 career wins. Spent his first 2 years up at 220, now at 195 here as a senior. Wrestled 20 seconds and no advantage here in the second. Horvath with a 2-0 lead on a late first period takedown and able to ride out Stephen Jennings through a couple of restarts. Horvath trying to underhook the right shoulder. It's from that he reaches down for the right leg again, but at the edge, and a stalling warning against Jennings. That's 3 times he's been able to drop down from that shoulder to the leg, but right at the edge and not able to finish.
Yeah, Jennings gets to a point and turns away, and then Horvath has to try to catch him.
At the edge, they're off. The walk back to the center.
These guys have been walking in a donut path for this whole match.
Stateliners are back here on Thursday against Kittatinny. Diving in on a double as Horvath and are off.
That was a good shot.
Morris Hills was a sub for the original Thursday night opponent. And then Morris Hills has run into a COVID issue. And so Kittatinny will be the opponent. And they renew that series. It has been an annual thing. Coach Gill of Kittatinny picked up his 600th career win last week. 15 seconds to go here in the second. Horvath has been in control of this one, but only leads 2-0.
They've spent most of their time on their feet, circling the edge.
Jennings' choice. He's going underneath. Only stalling warning belongs to Jennings. He stands, rolls. Horvath stays with him.
Kind of an unconventional choice for staying with him. He just kind of dropped down, but it worked.
Jennings stands. Horvath reaching for the right leg, and he cuts Jennings on the escape. 2-1, Horvath, and we've got 1:35 to go.
Jennings has had few shot attempts, has not come close against Horvath.
Yeah, he certainly has not been close. Horvath's converted one. Again, at the edge of the mat, tried to drop down from the shoulder to that leg. There's a stalling call and a point for Horvath. And now he leads 3-1. Horvath with a takedown and a stalling point. Jennings has an escape. And whereas I mentioned before, some of those low-scoring bouts, have been very entertaining. This one, two of the bigger guys, it's all been on their feet and not a lot of opportunity to convert.
No.
45 to go in regulation. Horvath looking for an inside tie, gives up on it. "30 seconds to go.
30 seconds, 30.
A Horvath win would put the Stateliners up 15 with 3 bouts remaining. Underhooks that right shoulder, reaches for the right leg. Jennings dives away from him and out of bounds with 16 seconds.
And a lot of near takedowns over in that corner.
Jennings shoots in on the leg. Horvath sprawls. Reaches for a leg, can't get it. Jennings dives in. Horvath sprawls. Controlling the head of Jennings, trying to spin around behind him. Horvath gets a takedown with a couple of seconds to go, and he will win a 5-1 decision for the Stateliners at 195. That is a big 8th win for the Stateliners, who lead Southern after 11, 28-13. 220, David Pearson for Phillipsburg. The junior is 5-1. And for Southern, it'll be Riley O'Boyle. The sophomore is 7-0.
So 3 bouts to go. Phillipsburg with a 20-10 takedown lead.
Pearson's in on the right leg, picks that leg up high. Had him down to left knee, and there's a takedown for Pearson. He's ahead 2-0.
Pearson 219-3 to 215-8 for O'Boyle.
Pearson left hand tight waist. Weight up high on the left side. Hammer locks the left wrist. Weight high on the back, lost the wrist. 30 seconds gone here in the first. Pearson can put it away for the Stateliners. Riding out the left side. Takes O'Boyle off his base. Hammer locking that wrist. Now O'Boyle stands. Pearson brings him down to his base. Weight high in the back on the left side. Again, hammer locks that wrist. O'Boyle able to get to his base and then flattened out again, and I think Pearson lost the wrist on the far side, and they're off with 43 seconds remaining.
Pearson won 3-2 a year ago against senior Ben Laparo. Got a third period escape to make the difference. O'Boyle did not appear.
Pearson breaks down O'Boyle right in the center of that Stateliner mat. Garnet wrestling surface and the big P for Phillipsburg on the mat. The home stands get the look at that P. Pearson maintaining control, sneaks a look at the clock behind us. Final 10 seconds. Trying to hammerlock that left wrist. And the first period ends. David Pearson of Phillipsburg, the juniors on top, 2-0. His choice, he's going to defer. Boyle's going to take neutral. Pearson with a shot at the right leg to take him down in the first period. Snaps him down. They break apart. Pearson taps at the head. Circling at the edge, dives for those legs. Off they go in front of the Ram bench. And head coach Dan Roy. Hand fight right in the center. Pearson doing the pushing. Tried to snap down and sweeps the right leg. Drops him down to his hip and gets the takedown. Quick move by David. And he's on top 4-0, and he's going to cut him. Oh, actually tried to step through, and they're off the mat with Pearson still in control. O'Boyle set, and Pearson going to go to the optional start. And go to a front head and arm. O'Boyle up to his feet, has an escape. 4-1. Minute to go in the second. Tried to snap down on the head of O'Boyle. Trying to underhook the right shoulder, go to a bear hug, and O'Boyle wanted a throw of his own. They're off at 48 seconds.
Had Pearson off his balance there at the edge.
Tap at each other's head. About 40 seconds to go here in the second. Pearson in on the right leg at the edge. Trying to pull O'Boyle back on and lost him. Dives in at the edge and a stalling warning on O'Boyle. First warning. About 25 seconds to go in the second. Stateliners on top here in the 12th bout of the night, 28-13. Final 10 seconds as Pearson fakes the shot. Fakes a couple of times, diving in on the legs. And Pearson leads 4-1 after 2. Stateliner wins over Livingston, 46-22. Ridge, 67-9.
Pearson leads 4-1.
Montgomery, 75-0. Cranford, 55-13. And the lone loss to North Hunterdon, 32-23. Pearson took neutral to start the third. They tie up outside the center. Pearson has 2 takedowns for 4. O'Boyle has an escape for 1. And O'Boyle also has a stalling warning. And they're off in front of the Stateliner bench at 1:32. Next month, the Stateliner gym here is going to be the site for the state tournament. No districts this year. Regions are combined, regions 1 and 2. Phillipsburg will be wrestling in the region at Union. And a committee will be selecting the entrants in the regional tournament. So the 1-loss record for the individual wrestlers, and very important. 50 seconds to go in the bout. And O'Boyle's got to be the aggressor here. He's trailing, and a loss here is going to clinch this for the Stateliners. 35 seconds to go.
30 seconds, 30.
They've spent this third period on their feet. Neither one had been close to a takedown. Down to 20. Pearson's able to battle that off.
15
Snaps
seconds.
down. At the edge, front head and arm by Pearson. They're off at 9.4 seconds. Half a shot at a leg by O'Boyle. David Pearson will win a 4-1 decision. We are through 12, and Phillipsburg has an insurmountable 31-13 lead.
Pearson got his takedowns early, and that's all he needed. First period and then early in the second to hang on for 4-1.
Jordan Kiley for Phillipsburg at 285. The senior 4-2. And Pat Fulgenetti for Southern, he's a senior 3-4.
42-pound advantage for Fulgenetti.
Tried an arm drag on Jordan Kiley, who fought it off. Fulgenetti is 3-4. Kiley 4-2. Kiley wrestled as a freshman and did not wrestle his sophomore or junior seasons. Fulgenetti not a varsity performer last year for Southern. Kiley's in on the left leg, picking it up at the knee. Picking it up higher, trips, takedown for Kiley. He's up 2-0.
Same situation as Pat Sharp, right? He wrestled as a freshman and then not again until his senior year.
Correct. Kiley, weight high in the back on Fulgenetti. Takes the right wrist. Wants to hammerlock that wrist, lost it. Reaches inside for the left wrist. Fulgenetti trying to get to his knees. Kiley right out the right side. Trying to take that wrist. Scrambles to keep his weight behind the back and maintain control here. Final 20 seconds. Bars the left arm, gives up on that. Reaching inside for the left wrist. Wants to hammer lock that in and walk around out front. 3 seconds to go. And he will not bowl, not budge Fulgenetti. 2-0 Kiley after one. Peberg's choice.
Fulgenetti deferred.
He's going to take, Kiley will choose neutral in the second. Working takedowns here. Kiley was able to reach in and pick up a leg and convert it.
He goes low, you gotta go low. He goes low, you gotta go low.
20 seconds gone. Interesting when you can, I mean, flat out hear the coaches.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave Post saying, work your ties. Coach Roy saying, when he goes low, you got to go low. Kiley just kind of faking at the leg.
Variation on the Michelle Obama.
Yeah, yeah, you're right, exactly, yes. Circle to the left. Kiley fakes a couple of shots. He doesn't want to get caught underneath with that 40-pound weight advantage for Fulgenetti.
They were in tight in the earlier period where he was able to grab it without really having to shoot. It just it's a matter of proximity, and he got the right angle.
Down to 40 seconds to go. He wanted an arm drag, you know. Slowly walks back to the center, and they will circle each other. Ooh, I thought he might have had a shot there. Again, he doesn't want to get caught underneath. I mean, if he goes under, he has to finish.
Yeah.
Trying to like half reach for the legs. Doesn't want to, you know, overcommit here. 10 seconds to go in the second. And we're through two. Kiley's up 2-0.
Jordan Kiley leads 2-0.
And Fulgenetti will take top in the third. Kiley stands. Fulgenetti trying to pick up the left leg and flatten him out. Flattens him out. Kiley gets to his knees. Kiley stands, kicks out. He's got the escape. Kiley leads 3-0. No stalling warnings in the bout. Kiley really here has to watch that he doesn't get overly aggressive, you know,
right.
take the wrong shot at the legs.
Yeah, Fulgenetti's attitude seems to be just come in here.
40 seconds gone in the third. Because I think if Kiley didn't fake those occasional leg shots, I mean, there would not be a lot of contact.
We'd just be
between the
dancing
two.
here
Yeah.
because Fulgenetti does not appear interested in taking a shot, but he'd like the opportunity to counter.
Got a minute to wrestle. Fulgenetti backpedals towards the center.
You gotta go.
45 seconds to go. This would be Phillipsburg's 10th win. We're down to 30 seconds. I mean, it has to be a little frustrating from Coach Roy's part here because, I mean, Fulgenetti's not mixing it up here, and he's trailing.
But Coach has been uncharacteristically quiet. I mean, in a loud gym, you can hear him easily.
Final 10 seconds. Jordan Kiley has a 3-0 decision for the Stateliners at 285. Head to the final bout of the night. It's Phillipsburg 34 and Southern 13. 106 pounds, Miguel Lopez. Lopez is a junior, 3-3. Dylan Verge is a freshman. He is 5-3. So the Stateliners snapping Southern's 2-match win streak in the series. And Southern now will lead the all-time series 8-6. Lopez got in on the right leg, trying to work a barrel roll. Still trying to work it. Has a hand and a wrist behind Burge's right leg. Burge with a whizzer. Lopez picks up that right leg and has the takedown. Lopez on top, 2-0. Lopez riding out the right side. Verge weighs 107.6.
Lopez at 109.4.
Lopez trying to bar the right arm. Right at the edge of the mat, and Frank Leitner looking right in on top of them. And Bird's able to crawl off or get a fresh start with 47 seconds to go in the first. This was an 15-13 Phillipsburg lead after 152, where Hunter Cleaver held state place winner Eddie Hummel to a regular decision. And then Matt D'Onofrio won a 4-3 decision. Nate Sestouni an 8-0 major. Caleb Rivera a 6-5 decision. Gage Horvath a 5-1 decision. David Pearson a 4-1 decision. And Jordan Kiley a 3-0 decision. Some close bouts, but they all went the Stateliners' way. And they have opened up here an insurmountable 34-13 lead in the final bout of the night. And Lopez rides out the first period. Stateliner Jr. is ahead 2-0. Verge will be underneath in the second. Lopez trying to break him down as he takes the left wrist and a right hand tight waist. Chops at the left elbow. Underhooks the right shoulder. Lopez trying to get a leg in there and break down Verge. Verge tries to sit. Lopez reaching inside for the right wrist. Wrapping that tight waist around the left side. Controls that right wrist now. Verge trying to reaches back for the head of Lopez, trying to take him over top and roll. Lopez spinning with him. Rolls again. Lopez spins with him and maintains control and has broken down Verge.
Got a little high and almost got reversed when Verge came back to get the head, but Lopez stayed with him on those two turns.
Lopez hanging on out the left side. Trying to pick up on the right ankle to break him down. Now he frees his left arm finally. Wraps that tight waist around the left side, chops at the right elbow. So Lopez got a first period takedown and rode him out. And he has ridden here for 1:20 in the third. Lopez out the left side. Verge fights to his knees, stands. Lopez on the mat return with 15 seconds to go. Stateliners have been strong on the mat returns.
We've seen that a lot from, saw it from Rivera, saw it from D'Onofrio.
Final 3 seconds. Lopez rides him out. He's ahead 2-0 after 2, and Lopez is going to choose neutral in the third. Diving in on a leg is Verge. Wraps two hands around the left ankle of Lopez. Lopez picks up on the right ankle, flattens out Verge. That stopped potentially dangerous by referee Frank Leitner. We got a minute 37 to wrestle. On the tap, Verge lost the headgear down over his eyes. He'll adjust it, and he's ready. Lopez behind the head of Verge. Trying to snap down and go to the left leg, can't get it. Now front head and arm, spins around behind, takedown for Lopez.
Good second effort.
He's ahead 4-0. And a cradle.
1 minute to wrestle, 1 minute.
Trying to get his head in the right side in a cradle. Lopez takes a look at the clock. He's got 50 seconds to go, and cradle is broken by Verge. Lopez reaches inside for the right wrist. Left hand tight waist. Trying to bar the right arm. Cup him under the chin. Keeps the arm. Now he lost the arm. Lopez maintains control. We're under 20 seconds to go. Left hand tight waist, chops at that right elbow. Final 10 seconds. Lopez is gonna ride him out. Phillipsburg is gonna win 11 of the 14 bouts. 4-0 for Miguel Lopez over Dylan Verge. Final score tonight, Phillipsburg 37 and Southern 13. Our wrestling action tonight brought to you by Rothman Orthopedics, proud to be the exclusive partner of the NJSIAA and to support Stateliner Athletics. Visit rothmanortho.com to make an appointment and stop dealing with pain. Get back to truly living. By the Firth Youth Center, a proud promoter of youth athletics. Find them at www.firthyouthcenter.com. Follow the Stateliners on Facebook at Phillipsburg HS Wrestling. By Welcome to the Pit 2nd edition, available on Amazon or by calling 908-283-4342. By Open Mic for exclusive coverage of the Stateliners and the entire Hunterd and Warren, Sussex area. Follow Mike Weileman's blog at mikeopen.blogspot.com. And follow Phillipsburg Wrestling on Twitter at PbergHS Wrestling. Pberg HS WRESTLIN. So the Stateliners took it to the Rams tonight in Phillipsburg, winning 37-13. We began at 113 pounds. Connor Collins of Southern got a fall in a minute 14 over Stateliner freshman Dawson McWilliams. 120, James Day of Phillipsburg on the strength of 7 takedowns, and the final one coming just before the buzzer. Got a 19-4 technical fall over Tyler Verge. At 126, Joe Inamorado got Phillipsburg the lead for the first time on the night. A 16-3 major decision over Kellen Bischoff. 9-6 Phillipsburg. 132, Nick Bennett of Southern won a major 10-2 over the Stateliners' Sean Stashalitis. 10-9 Southern. 138, Jason Tino with a 4-point play late to decision Matt Henrik 6-3, 12-5 Phillipsburg. 145, Logan Matsko of the Stateliners won a 3-0 decision over Matt Brielmeyer, 15-10 Phillipsburg. 152, Hummel of Southern, Eddie Hummel. Decisioned Hunter Cleaver 8-4, 15-13 Phillipsburg. And then the Stateliners ran the rest off. 160, Matt D'Onofrio, 4-3 over Nate Bischoff. 170, Nate Sestowney with a major and a takedown in the closing seconds, 8-0 over Cole Velarde. 182, Caleb Rivera, 6-5 over Tyler Chase. 195, Gage Horvath, 5-1 over Stephen Jennings. 220, David Pearson, 4-1 over Riley O'Boyle. 285, Jordan Kiley, 3-0 over Pat Foganitti. And 106, Miguel Lopez, 4-0 over Dylan Verge. And Coach Dave Post has joined us, and you only lost 3 bouts tonight to a top 10 team.
That was an unbelievable performance. I mean, in the 11 years I've been coaching, I think I could probably count on one hand the number of matches I can leave from and say that we had 14 guys perform about as good as they possibly could have. And it's scary to think, like, you get this group of guys, if they would have, had that whole thing, they just don't care. I mean, they don't care that they didn't have tournaments to get themselves ready, that they didn't, necessarily have the preseason that we did. That was a performance there. I was in awe. I went back. Usually I'm hooting and hollering after a win like that. Scott and I kind of sit down. We obviously never tell the kids, what we're thinking, but we're looking at, hey, we can win the match. Can we win the match with 7? We think we can get 8. To win 11 bouts against a team like that, we all know what Southern has. That's why we like to wrestle them every year. It's so difficult to wrestle a team like them. They're very stingy. They're hard to score on. It's hard to put them in spots where you can capitalize and score points. And they're a program that's very similar to ours, where they're kids that are not their go-to kids. They're never going to damage their team score because they're going to fight like heck. And you even saw that in the beginning. I mean, those first 2 matches. For that we won, they're fighting off, trying not to give up, a fall there. They were even close. They were a tenth of a second away from not giving up a tech fall at 120. And then, a match where Joe, we kind of thought we might have a chance to put on his back. They just wrestle so tough. I didn't expect that kind of performance. That was pretty remarkable.
Normally we might not see you till 6 or 7 weeks into the season. You're only a month, and it just looks to me like they are rounding into shape.
That's what I just said the same thing. This is all about a process. That's what our program's all about. That where you start is not where you're going to finish. We have faith in what we do, that the little things we clean up during the week and all the stuff will matriculate, but it just takes time. And sometimes it's very difficult as a coach to have the patience to say, okay, that's not the team we are. We're going to be able to make those adjustments. And you just have to stay true to the plan and not say, well, we got to totally scrap what we're doing right now and change everything, because we've seen it time and time again, especially with individuals. You can think about guys over the years that weren't necessarily the shining stars of the team, but as the season progresses, they become more dependable. And that was today. I mean, man.
I said to Bob, I admittedly am a big fan of the ankle pick. Yeah. And I think Nate Sestowney may have hit the fastest I've ever seen.
Yeah, that foot wasn't. I'd have to go back and look at the replay. I don't think it even hit the ground before he had it. That kid, he had already seen the foot coming forward, and he picked the ankle out of the air, because you can usually hear tap tap. Him coming down and getting that pick, and then and all you could hear was just clean. I think he picked it right out of the air. I'm going to go back and watch it, but
I'm going to go back and see it again too.
What a performance from him too. And and that's the thing. It wasn't that long ago when I had to pick him up out of the hallway back here because he was really down on himself. And a lot of our kids get like that because they know how they can perform. When we stayed here for an hour after the match the one day, and he was pretty upset with himself. I said, you just have to stay calm, be patient. It's going to come. We're going to figure this thing out, and you're not alone. And man, no better performance than that. That's the best he's ever wrestled in his career, and that's saying a lot from somebody who has wrestled back 3 at States.
And in a season like no other, Thursday you had a match, you didn't have a match. You had a match with Morris Hills, you don't have a match with Morris Hills, and now you have a match with Kittatinny.
Yeah. What a weird turn of events. I'm sitting at dinner on Sunday with my family, and my phone, I get a text message, 6:30 p.m., from Coach Billette at Morris Hills. and we had just set the match up. I know Coach Billette because we both serve on the State Coaches Association committees, and he's the region president up there. And we had reached out to set it up, and he said, "I'm so sorry. We're going to have to cancel." So I'm sitting there now. I had just done my weekly email to our parents and our families and stuff, and had 2 matches. I'm like, don't worry, we're going to get one for Saturday. And now I'm down to 1 match. And no sooner did that happen, I finished up dinner. We cleaned everything up. My wife went to take the kids. We went. She took our youngest daughter up to take her bath, and all of a sudden my phone rings, and it's Mike Weilman. And Mike says, "Hey, I hear you got an opening." I said, "How did you hear that? It just happened at dinner." And he said, "Yeah, well, there's somebody else that has an opening too." And Coach Gill and I had really tried, all 3 seasons that we've had so far. We were trying to find up with a date, and it just so happened that they had an opponent cancel on Thursday. We had an opponent cancel. We worked out some times, and just so happy because for us, our kids too. The history of our program is very important, and the history of Kittatinny's program is very important. It's important to have that type of match, and they're just coming off a real big win too. So 2 teams coming off big wins in their program, and it should be a good one on Thursday.
And now I understand there's still trying for Saturday.
Yeah, we're still looking for.
It's definitely not 100 and Central.
No, it is not 100 and Central. We had that one same idea, and so we're looking for a match on Saturday, and. We have a couple teams that we've reached out to that are just trying to find. We're trying to get a time right, but we'll have that hopefully settled. That we just want to keep the kids wrestling. I mean, that's the thing. Right now, you take advantage of the opportunities you have because you don't know how long they're going to last, and the more our kids keep wrestling, they'll look like that more often.
Congratulations, big win. We'll see you Thursday night.
Great, thank you very much, guys.
Dave Post, head coach of the Stateliners, 11th season, now 168-27. The Stateliners go to 996, 270-7 all time, and now 529, 70-1 against New Jersey competition since 1979-80. You have been watching Stateliner Sports Network's presentation of Phillipsburg High School Wrestling. Repeating tonight's final score, it was Phillipsburg 37 and Southern 13. Join us for our next broadcast on Thursday at 6 o'clock. When the Stateliners will host Kittatinny. For Bob Kerp, executive producer Jake Kosa, and production associate Dylan Renner, I'm Mike Moore, saying thank you for watching Phillipsburg Stateliner Wrestling.